Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time of day you are watching. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to another Maintenance Monday video. Today's video is about showing what fluids in the engine bay you yourself can fill or top off without going to the dealership. You could do this without them. Seriously, it's that easy. So go find yourself a random area to work in, either at your job, in front of your friend's house, the parking lot at AutoZone, or if you live in the desert like I do, then under the scorching hot sun. You'd be surprised to know that I actually get to show you how to do this in a garage, all thanks to my neighbor Stu. So if everyone would be so kind and comment down below, thanks Stu, that'd be greatly appreciated. Alright, now that you're in a random area, let's pop open the hood, because that's where all the fluids are gonna go. Don't worry, there's only three. The fluids you'll need are windshield washer fluid, .3 brake fluid, and some premixed coolant. Let's start with the easiest one first. Windshield washer fluid. This stuff is available almost anywhere, and it's cheap too. You don't need the super expensive stuff, just stick with the generic brands and whichever formula best suits your weather conditions. Normally, stores will carry summer formula during the summer and winter/de-icing formula during the winter, so you don't even have to think about it. If the washer fluid is completely empty, then it will most likely take the entire gallon. If not, fill it to just under the cap. Okay, washer fluid done. Now the brake fluid. Make sure you use .3 brake fluid. Unless you're in an emergency situation and there's no .3 around, then you can use .4 if that's all you have on hand. The main difference between .3 and .4 is their ability to handle the heat and water absorption differently. But you should not mix different types of brake fluids together. This may cause your brakes to malfunction, and you don't want that. When filling your brake fluid reservoir, there's a min and a max line. Only fill it to the max line. You want to hit that max line, or just under it. As brake fluid gets hot, it needs room to expand, and it expands in the reservoir. If you're having to constantly refill your brake fluid, you might have a leak somewhere and it needs to get looked at ASAP. Alright, brake fluid done, let's move on to the coolant. Make sure your Jeep is cool to the touch. You don't want to be opening your expansion tank when it's still hot and under pressure. Things could go bad. If you own a 2011 to 2012 Grand Cherokee, you'll want to use hybrid organic acid technology coolant, or HOAT for short. But if you own a 2013 on up Grand Cherokee, then you'll want to use organic acid technology coolant, or OAT. Since mine is a 2017, I'm using OAT coolant. I don't know why Chrysler changed after 2012, but that's what it says in the manual. And just like the brake fluid reservoir, you have a min and max line. So fill it to the max line. You don't want to run low on coolant. If you do, you might introduce air into the system, and it may cause your Jeep to overheat depending on where that air bubble is. Now, with your washer fluid topped off, your brake fluid topped off, and your coolant topped off, you have successfully topped off your fluids. Great job. And that's it. You're done. Thanks for watching.